you're there. It is time. Foodies and friends, guys. It's been a minute. You're probably wondering, where have you guys been? Katie, you want to fill everybody in on the details?
Well, yeah. I mean, a couple of things. So a couple of big things, right?
Big things,
well, first and foremost, rodeo is happening right now.
Right.
And so, as is expected, a lot of the resources, a lot of everybody's resources get devoted to rodeo, and rightly so. It's a very important cause in this city. And so, in addition to rodeo activities, Ruben and I have both had our own illness / injury that's kept us sidelined for a couple of weeks, but we're back.
Yeah. People don't realize that Foodies and Friends is a full contact sport. So injuries can happen, all sorts of things can happen, but we're back on it, and we're at a cool little restaurant today, Katie.
Yeah.
Tell everybody at home where we are.
Well, you guys might know Chef Phillipe Schmit as the French Cowboy. At least that's what I remember him as growing up here in Houston. He was a great friend of my mother's. They were often seen together out and about. He did a lot of TV with her on Fox 26. Yep. He really was probably a very familiar face to the Fox viewers.
Oh, absolutely.
For a long time.
Yeah, and I remember your mom introducing me to him, visiting him more in the studio.
Yeah.
I think I was on one of the radio shows when he guested, and we had lunch at least once or twice at his restaurant.
Yeah.
And then I ended up I've done 2 segments with him just on my own. But yeah, I mean, you you drop that name, people know who you're talking about.
Everybody knows who Phillipe Schmit is. And so, and literally somebody who has known me since I was a teenager.
Right.
Another one of these guys that we've come across, which is incredible.
Yeah.
But, he kind of took a break from restaurant ownership for a little while, but he was still always here in Houston. I think a lot of people thought maybe he, moved away, but no, he was here, and he was actually a part of several other restaurant openings, consultant. And that's what I, through our doing Foodies and Friends and a lot of our segments, that is a very natural progression for a lot of chefs in this town, where they're owning for a while, they're, operation, it's busy. And I think sometimes they get burned out.
Yeah, it's a highly competitive restaurant scene, one of the most competitive restaurant scenes in the world. And if you want to stay at the top, it's a 24/7,
it's an all-in job,
365 days a week kind of grind.
Yeah,
because one little, you take a nap one day and somebody's opening the next hot thing across the street from you.
Exactly.
Speaking of opening, PS21, where we're at today. Intimate, super cool vibe. I love what they've done. It's not over the top. It's like I walk through the door and it's like, I want to eat here.
Yeah, and the lights actually don't go brighter than this. This is we have them cranked right now, and we're right by the window, so we can get some light. But it is naturally just a very, casual vibe, very, very relaxed.
Very relaxed.
The patio is, I put a picture on my Instagram just a few minutes ago. The patio is actually very unique. I haven't seen the kind of decoration that they put on the ceiling, and they've got the little twinkle lights, but it's like the fake grass. They put it on the ceiling.
Right.
So it looks like you're dining under the stars.
I love it. Yeah.
And really of course, he's bringing back his traditional French cuisine, but with a modern flair and some surprises.
Which I think is amazing, which I think is incredible. Aha.
Right now, here we go. We've got our first item on our foodie cam here.
Fantastic.
I'm reaching for our fork.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Just scoot it out of the way. That's how we do it. Have some food arriving.
Right. So we're not quite sure what these items are yet. We are waiting for our chef.
So this is the beef tartare with the foie gras, seared foie gras.
Yeah. I love it. It looks beautiful. It's fantastic.
All right. So beef tartare. And what's on top of this?
This is a seared lobe of foie gras.
Oh.
And we have a little bit of foie gras jus around. And then the other one is the crab salad, which has a thin guacamole.
Okay.
Oh.
And then underneath is going to be a red bell pepper mousse.
All right.
And it comes
Fantastic.
with little baguettes.
Well, we are going
Yes.
to dig in. There's your
Yes,
fork.
we are.
And so we'll switch items here.
I think so.
Yeah, I'll
All
give
right,
you
send it to me.
give that one to you,
Send it
and
to
we'll
me.
switch. Ruben, when was the last time you had French food?
Oh, one of the restaurants that we did for Restaurant Weeks. So August.
Yes.
We were
Well,
way,
Étoile. Étoile
yes.
is one is of course.
Sure,
yes.
sure. And I think we were way out there on Westheimer. Remember that little family spot that we were very impressed. We didn't know what we were walking into. Remember, way out there outside the Beltway.
Whoa.
Remember?
Was it French?
And those gals that were having lunch wanted to take pictures with us. Remember, they were sitting there. They were super cute.
Oh my gosh! Wait, Bistro Le Sap. Wait, no, right here on Westheimer, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Bistro Le Sap. Talk about HRW.
Yeah.
20-year HRW veteran, you guys.
Yes.
That is one of the only
Long-time friends with your
restaurants
mom. Yeah.
that have been doing it for
Amazing.
Okay.
Amazing.
I love this. I wanted to show you guys underneath because it is quite colorful.
It's beautiful.
There's lots of,
Yes.
layers here.
And I thought our waiter was going to leave the baguettes, but he walked away with them.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
here's these little chips
All right.
right
Well, look
here.
at this. Yeah, let's try
Yeah.
it. So,
You want a little?
sure.
That.
I'm just going to go there. I'm guessing this is how this goes.
I'm just gonna dip. Here we go.
Mhm.
Dip. How's that?
Incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even tell you how wonderful that is.
So I'm dipping here.
A lot of people,
Mhm.
so now you have to guess. What do you
Guess
think?
what?
What do you think that is?
Well, I know he said avocado,
Okay.
cilantro. I see.
Okay.
I'm not really sure what the orange is. It looks like a puree of some sort, maybe
Okay.
sweet potato or. But you know what this top ingredient
I
is?
do not.
Oh,
Chicken.
I am not 100% sure what this top ingredient is.
That's really good.
Yeah, no, that's good. Did we? What was the top?
Foie
version of
gras.
that? Mm-hmm.
I believe foie gras.
Yeah.
Beef tartare. Very light.
Yeah.
Very, very light. It doesn't have any kind of a like overwhelming kind of taste to it. It's very smooth, very delicate. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
So obviously you would share. You put one of those down on your own, you're in trouble. What do you think over there? You like it?
No, I think it's good.
Put a little on one of those little nuggets for me.
Yeah, let me.
If you don't mind.
You want a little bit of everything?
Yeah.
All right. Again, we're not totally sure what these ingredients are.
This is the fun. I think we should do the show like this more often.
where we are.
Guess what we're eating.
Yeah. Guess what we're eating? Is this?
Oh, that's a winner.
It's very good.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah, it's kind of got lots of almost like a little sundae.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So while we
Well,
wait
you asked me.
for our next dish of the day, yeah,
Uh-huh.
I asked
You
you.
asked me.
Yep.
When's the last time I had French food? And you. I'm sure you've had some French food before I have, but if we have any viewers, if anybody, you guys can hit us up in the comments and tell us when the last time you had some French food is.
Lots of French restaurants opening recently here in Houston. This is not the only one. There's a couple others.
It is a French wave.
But of course, we have, our tried and true classics here in Houston, which
Right.
of course, Étoile Artisans. Everybody knows Chef Jacques Fox. Everybody knows Chef Philippe Verpion at Étoile.
Uh-huh.
Chef David Denise of the former Le Mistral, he's at Bistro 555 now.
I forget about Étoile, and I've had some incredible meals there. But I always, for some reason, it doesn't come to mind immediately. And for the folks at home, Katie Stone actually speaks French. So she has to translate the menus for me whenever we go out for French.
Well, yeah, speaks is a little, I took French. I happen to live in a French-speaking country, which if you have some kind of foundation of French, it becomes a lot easier
Right.
to become immersed.
Right.
My son did go to French preschool.
Is learning French.
How is
Luca's French coming?
It's very good. He
love
was
that.
at a very early age had a
just
very
being
good
messy.
accent. The teachers would tell me, we can't tell that he's American. He sounds like a little French boy. And they would love, and he had like, cherub blonde curls. So he looked like a little French boy. So I would dress him in, red, white, and blue. And
money well spent.
Yeah, no. But so, he likes it.
So this is the first time you and I have been together in 6 weeks.
I know.
So, and I know we've talked on the phone, but for maybe some of the viewers.
Chez Nu, also classic French restaurant. And oh my goodness, Chez Nu. How can I omit Chez Nu?
Now that Eat Drink HTX is over, the second year, another successful.
Yes.
I know the restaurants are sending in their donations. What they, without getting into ballparks and any numbers, very positive so far.
Very positive. Good. Yeah, very good. We definitely had a increase in restaurants this year.
Right.
So we had 91 last year. We had about 135 this year.
That's great.
Which is really good. And a lot of new restaurants, newly opened restaurants, but also a lot of restaurants new to the program. Right. So casual dining, fast casual. And it was very successful for a lot of restaurants, but it was also a very good learning experience for everyone because these casual dining restaurants haven't been in a program like this before. And a lot of them, don't do a multi-course offering ever.
Right.
And so this was really kind of off the path for a lot of the concepts that are in a certain price range. But it was great because it definitely added value.
Right.
And they got to see some new faces. And we raised money for the Houston Food Bank and Children at Risk. So, it's never going to be, it's probably not, it's a 2-week event, right?
Correct.
So it's tough to really get something going it's over in a few weeks, basically.
Sure.
And so it's never going to be the huge, amount of money that HRW brings in.
It's not designed to be that way.
But exactly. It's designed for a boost in a slow period of the year for casual restaurants and while supporting a very good cause.
I think it's going to be the 2-week, the shorter time frame.
Would you be able to help with that, please?
I think the shorter time frame, when more and more people find out about it, again, it's only been 2 years. I think that's going to add to kind of that sense of urgency. Like, hey, we need to get out and eat because, this is only here for 2 weeks.
Right.
Right. So I think
and that happened
and it
too.
works for that more of a casual dining,
totally.
So it doesn't have to be a special occasion.
Totally.
Or crazy.
Yeah. And that worked. And that absolutely worked like that because we got feedback from a post-event Zoom call that we did.
Yeah.
And new restaurant, kind of just getting learning the ropes, so to speak. Incredible menu, had a lot of interest in the menu, but by the time they really got the gist of it, the event was over. And then they had, diners coming in and saying, where's the Eat Drink HTX menu?
Right.
But, it was their first time. But, at the end of the day, it was a net positive because they saw so many new faces.
Yes.
They brought in, some new dishes.
Right.
And we have another dish.
Yes,
Speaking of dishes,
I
love
this. Jimmy.
How cute is this?
Jim, I'm going to send these your way.
We can take a look at our foodie cam here. We're not entirely sure what it is, but it's going to be fun to examine this. Sebastian.
Right. Moving forward. What do we think this is?
Do we know what this is?
It's beautiful.
We have this is a kind of a take on a PTVA,
okay,
which we call Duck Wellington. So you have 3 different layers of duck. We have a foie gras, we have a magret, so the duck breast, and finally we have the confit leg.
Oh man!
It
looks amazing.
And it's a little cognac sauce.
Oh my god, it looks beautiful.
Right,
Thank you.
Cut into this.
Yeah, it's a nice little Phillipe Schmit on the top there. Nice little touch. Little PS.
Yeah. I wonder what the 21 stands for.
That's a good.
21 is a lucky number,
okay,
which is technically the year that Phillipe signed the lease on the original location.
Perfect.
Everything has meaning.
That looks beautiful.
So that's what it looks like inside. Very beautiful. Smells great.
Yeah.
Very classic French. I feel like this is exactly what, if you're coming to a French restaurant
yes,
of this caliber, you
Yes.
probably need to.
Here, I'm going to give you a little plate.
And
I'll give you a little plate. Is that good?
This is served with mushrooms,
So-
sauteed
okay.
mushrooms,
So there we go.
and fingerling potatoes.
Perfect.
Here we
So
have
add them
this.
together
So let me show you
onto your
guys
plate,
this.
probably onto your
Foodie cam. There's this foodie cam. So this is the mushroom, or I'm sorry, yeah,
on the
mushroom.
side. Hello.
Go. Add some fingerling potatoes, add some mushrooms. So and this is for you, Ruben.
Thank you, darling.
There you
Thank
go.
Thank you. I will jump in here. Wow.
I'm
That's
very,
great.
yeah, I'm very excited.
I know we've talked about this. You like duck, right?
I do. However, it, has to be from, with certain seasoning and
Done
has to
right.
be from done right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what I love about it.
Yeah.
little
Ooh,
fingerlings.
yes. Yes.
That's fantastic.
Uh-huh.
I love mushrooms.
That's
So,
what I would
guys,
do. I would just eat
I will tell you,
right out of the pan. Sauce.
really,
Mhm.
nice, kind of subtle
Sauce.
flavors.
Yeah, we need that sauce. Yeah.
I think that is great.
I'm going to do this
All right,
sauce
that's
right here.
holy.
Oh, we have another
yeah.
item on our foodie cam here.
Good night,
What's this,
chef.
Sebastian?
This is the take on Philippe's childhood memory.
Ruben, that sauce. Oh my goodness, yeah.
And this is they're actually deboned chicken wings. They are confit in duck fat, and we add a little bit of parsley, garlic, little persillade, and then we have marrow bone at the underneath, and at the very bottom we have some Bordelaise sauce, which is red wine, marrow bone, onions, and it's served with a few pieces of focaccia that is crispy.
Nice. That is beautiful. Thank you. That is fantastic. All right. Thank you.
There's that.
Yeah.
How's that sauce?
Sauce is crazy. That sauce
I love
is,
this pan.
The sauce is making me very happy.
Yeah. This is like a real, very good quality.
You like it?
I like it. No, I like everything about this. There's every style and
Also, location-wise, I mean, we're right here, kind of in the heart of everything. You're just off of the Upper Kirby district.
mm-hmm. No, I will say it is valet only parking here. They do have a parking lot. So I will, just put that out there. Just be prepared.
Good to know.
I know some people, can park in other areas and walk, and that's totally fine. But, some people don't like valet, and I always like to mention the parking. I know a lot of
I
restaurants.
think that's very important.
Yeah.
Because there have been times I've done this myself. I've gone down to a restaurant, maybe a new place, decided to try it, and there was absolutely no parking.
Yeah.
I got very frustrated, and then
And you didn't have the right shoes on to walk.
and I did not have the right shoes on, like happens to me often, and I'm like, and I never go back.
Yeah. I have started carrying much bigger purses and bags so I can slip little slippers in my bag and walk to my destination
Mhm.
and then put my high heels on
Mhm.
and then just switch for when I need to walk.
Very Manhattan of you.
Yeah. My mom used to do that. She used to take the train to work in New York.
Yeah.
And all the ladies that would, work in the city, they had just like a uniform,
Right.
black suit, coat, skirt, shoulder pads, black, Chanel bag, or not, probably a knockoff, and white sneakers. And they all had white Reeboks.
Probably.
And that was, well, it's New York, of
You're so
course, like what do you buy on the
Go
streets
out
of
with
New
your
York?
good bag.
No.
Take the fake one out.
White Reeboks, white socks over their pantyhose, like
Mhm.
pulled up, like mid calf level.
Yeah.
And that was, you would just see a line of them on the train platform,
Well, the last
on
time
the way into Manhattan.
That hasn't changed, because the last time I was there not too long ago, it was the exact same way.
Yeah. Or they take the boat, the high speed ferry. My uncle takes the ferry.
Should we try?
Yeah. We're gonna try this.
How are you on chicken wings?
This is, you guys, did you see what's in
beautiful,
this? This
yeah.
is an actual bone. Can you see?
Mm,
Can you see in there?
Yes.
It's an actual bone. I don't want to dump it out on your computer.
Yes.
That is probably going to happen one of these days. And I'm just going to apologize. And that's your new computer.
That's crazy.
I don't mean for it to happen.
That is
How's that?
fantastic. It's great. I'm just gonna
What
get a
is
little
this? Is this bread right here?
bit of spread.
It's like a little bread.
In-house made for
Oh, what do you have there?
This is raclette.
Oh, why don't you come over here and show us? Yes, here we go. So Sebastian would like to do something with this piece of cheese.
Okay.
So what would you like to?
We're going to bring the potatoes as soon as the picture is taken, and then we're going to put all of the cheese on top of the potatoes.
You're gonna do it right here?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So do you need a plate?
In the
No,
meantime,
it's going to go on top of the
okay.
potatoes, so
All
then
right.
it's easier for.
fantastic.
Now, is this something that's done in the restaurant traditionally for the guests?
Absolutely.
Oh, and what item would we order?
This is called la raclette.
Mm-hmm.
La raclette, which is named after the cheese itself.
Mhm.
Raclette cheese, and then we named the dish very simply after the cheese. It's something we usually do in the winter months
Okay.
in France, and especially in the mountains, and then now it's a little bit everywhere.
Alrighty.
Here it is.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
Lordy.
It's a very unique smell. It's
It's
Beautiful.
French.
yeah.
It is French, and I love
Yes.
I love
Okay,
it.
so this is
I love
what
that smell. Look at that. That's beautiful.
this is what it's kind of like melted,
Wow.
and then and this is how it's
This is how we present it. With you get the fingerling potatoes, simple boiled fingerling potatoes,
Okay.
and then we're going to have the charcuterie. So you have sopressata,
okay.
kind of like rosette, and then we have
There's
the
a charcuterie
jambon de
right
Paris.
here.
So the ham.
we'll put this
and
under
then
the
we
foodie
have
cam. So
what we
got-
would call prosciutto, which is a jambon de Bayonne,
Jump
and
by up.
finally the chorizo.
Oh my goodness.
We do a little bit on the side of pickles just to bring a little bit the acidity up.
Right.
And this is it. Then you make your own. You smash the potato yourself with the cheese. You add the charcuterie inside, and you mix. You eat everything.
Oh
together.
wow. Okay.
Wow.
You take a little bit of each one of the charcuterie.
Okay, you want to show us how to do that?
Sure.
Why don't you come over here? Come in the
mashing.
middle.
Start mashing.
All right, we're gonna get the true French
Experience. of
lesson here, just so you guys know when you come over here. This is how you do it. All right, so we've got our.
So what you're going to do is get a few of these potatoes with the cheese.
this. Right.
So I've got a very specific style that my family doesn't always agree with, but when
Okay.
I make people try, all of a sudden
You win them
everybody
over
is
immediately.
exactly.
They are on board.
All right, so we have a little bit of the potato and the cheese. Little chorizo.
See.
The chef arrived and everybody is
There should be more fanfare.
This is a disgrace.
So this is how.
And then you take whatever charcuterie you'd like, and then you add it. And it's actually, we think cheese and charcuterie is a appetizer.
Mhm.
To us, this is a main course.
Oh, okay. I can see why.
And so you get, and then you make your own mix,
Right.
and then you get, your perfect bite
Sure.
of taking the little charcuterie,
And off you go.
the cheese, and so on.
Okay. Fantastic.
All right.
Thank you for that.
My pleasure. And we serve it with a little salad on the side.
Yes,
You became a woman since the last time I saw you.
yes. Well, we can talk about this. Yes. All right.
What's that? What's that?
We have
Hello.
our friend
But the big screen is not
right here.
The screen is not big enough for me.
Yes, it is.
You know, I need a.
No, it's perfect. How are you, Phillipe?
Chef
So good to
Phillipe
see you.
Good to see you again.
back.
Pleasure.
Really.
Pleasure.
Is back.
Your
So nice
restaurant
to
is
see
lovely.
you.
Look, I even cut myself.
Oh no.
Okay. It's okay.
The hazards of French cooking. How are you, chef?
Good.
It's
What do you
been a
want to know
while.
from me?
Well,
What do you need from me?
Hey, it's your show. You can talk as much as you want.
Oh,
we have
you give me a microphone and I will never stop.
We have 6 minutes left in the show.
You're lucky that I lost my voice. Otherwise, I would take the 6 minutes
Oh,
telling you my life story.
You can.
Yeah,
No.
we love it. But-
Anyway,
so it's so nice to see you.
thank you.
It's been a while.
Yes,
Tell us what you've been up to. I kind of gave a little. I have inside information. I know.
so what
about what you've been
adjective
up
did
to.
you use? Celebrity chef, the legend?
Iconic,
I want iconic.
legendary.
The French Cowboy.
Yes, yes.
The French Cowboy. Thank you. Anyway, so as you know, I was doing being busy doing a little bit of consulting, but most importantly, doing private dinners.
Mhm.
And I worked even at my good friend Elie Massard at Euromid helping him out. But anyway, now I'm finally opening this little restaurant, and thanks to Sebastian, he's around.
Yeah.
He was here explaining you tons of things. No, but it's a long time coming, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful restaurant.
Yeah.
I like it. I told Katie as soon as I walked in, I always have that first impression, and I was like, "Yep, this is a restaurant I want to eat at." Very welcoming.
And we're not even finished with the decor.
Yeah, because you just opened. When did you open?
Last week, so it's only 3 or 4 days. So
Yes.
we're still learning.
How's it been so far for that first week?
Good. No,
Yeah.
very good response.
I mean,
and,
I've
so
seen
far.
a lot. I've seen a lot of social media. I've seen a lot of people talking about it. You guys
Yeah,
have a
but
couple articles.
the reality is the people come in and give you a good review, and that's what we want. And the food that you're seeing today, it's the same food that the people eating. It's not, we're not trying to be Instagram focused.
Right.
We like Instagram,
Of course.
but you know what I'm trying to say.
This is the real menu.
I think a lot of people in general in Houston, those who've been around for a long time, and like you referenced, the last time you saw me, I was probably not 21 yet, which is probably true. But I think people are really happy to have you back in the kitchen and to have you, because there was a little bit of a break, but you are such an iconic name here in this town.
And as soon as you say that, that I'm very aware, I need to introduce myself to a lot of newcomers.
You have to reintroduce yourself.
Reintroduce myself to newcomers,
a lot of new people.
and charm new guests who never heard of me or never ate my food. So that's and it's okay with that.
It's a challenge.
It's a challenge, but it's that's what business
Now,
requires.
what have you noticed has been one of the biggest changes in operating a restaurant from before and now? What would you say has been one of the biggest?
We won't talk about the staff.
Okay.
Well,
I know where you're going.
No,
I know.
COVID, I mean,
No, but I think that what's changed, of course, it's a lot of visual on the food, on the plate. But people are more adventurous.
Yeah.
I think the Houstonians are becoming more and more adventurous on food. I had to hold myself to not put sweetbread on the menu, but eventually someday I will.
Please call me when you do.
We had it at Patagonia, didn't we?
So so more adventurous and
so more knowledgeable diner.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
For sure.
Very, very.
And we're not here to flatter them. We're here to tell the truth, which is the case.
Yes.
They're more knowledgeable. They're more adventurous. But also they have so many choices. They educated themselves with so much, and we have still a restaurant opening in Houston.
Right.
It's still a city constantly growing. So we have to. It's a challenge every day.
You have
to be the best every day and get better every day.
And I think the word continues to expand, because I meet people that either have just moved here or are visiting from a different place, and they tell me, we heard the food scene was so good here, and they're anxious to explore it, because it wasn't always like that in Houston, but I think now we're kind of known for it around the US and beyond.
We don't need to compare ourselves to anybody else anymore. We're good with there's so many, and we've seen that the last 10 years, so many chefs from other cities came to Houston. That tells you how exciting they are, of course, with the economy, but also because the diners are the people eat out more than any other city.
And that's something my mom used to say all the time.
Because I as soon as I said that, you have to recall that I was representing Houston in other city.
Right.
It took a Frenchman to represent Texas.
Yeah.
So I was going and
perfect.
I went to Washington D.C. I went to San Diego with the Convention Business Bureau. I went to Mexico City, talking about how the city is growing, the restaurants are, and diners, eating more than anybody else in America 2 or 3 times a week.
And I do want to point out and give credit where credit is due, that a big reason for that is Fox 26. Because 25 years ago, not many people were putting restaurants and chefs on TV except Fox 26. And my mother.
You don't need to get me started on that. I'm going to get emotional, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
Emotional is good.
Okay, cleverly we had she doesn't know.
Yeah.
I bet she doesn't, but I had a special relationship.
No, I know.
And she called me for advice.
Sure.
I was she and I think
she introduced me to you.
No, but I think what you're saying is that she had lots of knowledge. Okay, and we as chefs, we want to talk to people who have knowledge about. She had no knowledge about food, but also knowledge about the restaurant business and the restaurant business outside of Houston. Okay, so and the food bank. I mean, we all know what she did for the city.
Yeah, so, but it's an important, understanding that, those were the pioneers.
Mm-hmm.
Those were the pioneers in really helping to solidify Houston as a food city. Because, when all those big chefs would come to town, she was putting them on Fox.
I remember meeting her with Mario Batali. She was hanging out with Mario Batali.
Yes, of course she was.
We could, and but remember also that I did tons of radio with her, and I did lots of and she promoted a lot of chefs like me, and I've done tons of TV. I remember her one day. It was a little bit too much flame, and I look at her, I say, "Clearly, don't worry, I'm here."
Yes.
Okay, I was trying to come out.
Too much flame.
Yeah, it was too much.
Because you were in the studio. Yeah,
we don't do flame anymore in the studio. Those days are gone.
And I was even invited quite a few times because I'm a different subject. But she loved having me talking about the Dance with the Stars because I done a lot of ballroom dancing too.
Yeah.
So we were talking on radio with other people that I knew from New York and stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember opening a bottle of champagne on the radio just to get the noise out.
Yeah.
Coming with Le Bernardin t-shirt on the radio.
Oh, I love it.
Of a flag from France.
I love it.
Crazy French Cowboy.
Yeah.
Anyway.
No, yeah,
So,
I remember those.
But
days.
anyway, we're talking about the past, but a few minutes ago we were talking about the future and going back to the past doesn't matter when the guest comes. They want to see the food. They want to see what you can do now.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and you mentioned that the dishes really, the trend. That
so this is like broccoli puree and layers.
Broccoli puree.
Yeah. It'll become peas probably in the spring. Cherry tomatoes marinated with burrata and a truffle vinaigrette on top with fresh truffles.
Yes.
All right.
And I can see I get. Oh yeah, let's put this under the foodie cam really fast.
Go put it in the right position.
Just foodie cam right here, really quickly, so you guys can see the top. And you mentioned, Chef, that the dishes, they do need to become very presentable. They do need to be very photogenic these days, and so I can see the creativity. But that's your strong suit. You're good at it. You're good at it.
I didn't need Instagram to try to do a sexy plate
of course.
Visual, but of course, when you go for visual, you have to work on the taste.
Right.
Taste first.
Mm-hmm.
The visual comes after.
Yes.
You have to.
Not easy.
The combination of food and the seasoning. It has to taste great, and then if you can reach out to the visual with a visual, that's
be appealing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chef, are we dipping or are we scooping? How do we approach this?
I think you can dip and put on your toast. That's a good start.
I'm gonna dip
and help you with a spoon or a fork. Yeah.
I'm just gonna go right here.
Yeah. And what is that sauce right here?
The truffle vinaigrette.
Yeah.
Wow.
Vinaigrette. Yeah.
It looks a little bit cold, but it will.
That's great.
It will temper in a second.
Yes.
It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Here is the salmon. I was preparing before I came.
Yes.
You're gonna take a photo.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's a.
Wow.
It's a salmon.
Oh yeah, that's very good.
Okay. It's a salmon wrapped in brick. This is one of the very, very, very few dishes, 2 or 3, that I used to do in the past that I brought back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
A classic.
So people who were at Phillipe and people would know.
I already had before I even opened. People were asking me, "Are you going to do a bouillabaisse?"
That's
the
great.
Bouillabaisse. No, but again, I wanted to reinvent myself. I wanted to do a Thai bouillabaisse. I was thinking about another dish, another idea that I won't mention today because it's still in my
surprise. We'll save that.
It'll come someday.
Yeah.
But I end up doing a lighter version of a bouillabaisse. I'm grilling the fish. I have a lighter aioli, an emulsion of aioli. Anyway, so always trying to be also, healthier.
Sure.
People are healthier. I have a couple of dishes.
That's another
keto
big trend.
vegetables. Voilà. So yeah, I mean,
more conscientious.
If you follow the trends,
right.
you don't know what to do because you have the diet, the keto. I'm doing even a special sugar for the carpaccio of pineapple. But keep in mind you have this vegan influence, sure. Vegetarian.
Yeah.
And I was going to tell you something else. You have a street food who influence the street food influencing also certain dish, maybe more for lunch or brunch. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of trend and you have to absorb and then try to see.
Would you say that aspect has made it more challenging or more fun?
Both, I think. Yeah. Both, because
hey, Jim, can we have that dish, please?
It gives you the chance to really diversify when you talk about challenging influence but you also have to.
Oh my gosh! All right, what is on the foodie cam here? What is this, chef?
All right, so the salmon is cooked a little bit rare on this one, medium rare. It's wrapped in brick. Brick is from Tunisia.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a thin spring roll. Very thin spring roll, very healthy, crispy. So you give a culinary experience to a salmon, okay? And it's wrapped with an asparagus pesto, a light virgin vinaigrette, and little spaghetti squash, zucchini, and red pepper to go. It's
beautiful.
It's when you want to go for the light. Yeah. We have a couple of dishes like that. The mahi with soy and ginger and all these grilled vegetables, and the salmon. People want to eat healthy, but they want the culinary experience too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's where we have a challenge.
And we looks like we've got one other dish. Could we have?
Oh my God! I can tell my pastry chef arrived.
Right.
Because I was going to prepare this for you, but we have a meringue.
So that's it. Is that our final dish?
There's one more.
There's one more. Okay, two more dishes.
Being plated.
Excellent.
One more. I would love to try this. So you said the inside.
And the asparagus pesto. So just pesto mixed with the asparagus, believe it or not, are raw.
Yeah.
They are not even cooked. Yeah. They are raw, thinly chopped.
Yes.
And they cook lightly in the brick.
Okay.
But you have to have a little bit of a virgin vinaigrette to give you a little bit of a kick.
Oh. Beautiful. Yes.
I don't know if you're supposed to hold this.
I feel
kind of like a little mini taco.
I feel nervous because now I realize I'm in the middle of a two of you, and I look at. You have to forgive me for my hair. I wear for many years now. I wear a hairnet.
You look amazing.
That's why when I take it off,
you look amazing.
It's amazing. No. I'm trying to apologize for my.
What is this on our foodie cam?
Alors, foodie. Oui, attention. Alors là, I take full credit for this dessert.
Okay, all right.
Not even influenced by anybody.
Sure.
So it's a meringue and whiskey chestnut mousse.
Meringue.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. It's a meringue filled with chestnut whiskey mousse.
Wow.
Poached pear, the caramel of a pear with a little bit of chantilly.
Wow.
So the pear is supposed to be well cooked because you have the contrast of texture is in the meringue.
Right.
Everything else is supposed to be soft.
Wow.
With a poached pear and the meringue. I love that the guys are eating salmon and they already they already brought a bite into the pear.
Right.
Love
hey, they brought it out, so.
Oh, I like this.
It's fantastic, right?
Really good.
But healthy, healthy. It's
I think
that's a winner.
That's kind of one of the biggest trends that I've seen, which I believe has been challenging for restaurants, which is making food that is good, making food that is worthy of coming out for, but also being conscientious about the nutritional content.
And at the same time, we were talking about tenant trends in a few minutes ago. You also have when you want to be like a neighborhood restaurant,
right?
You want to have also a lot of comfort food dish. Like I send you the wings, the chicken wings on marrow bones. It's
fantastic.
It's comfort food. It gives you a day. It's a little bit chilly outside, and you want to get a reboost. You need a couple of dishes like that.
Right.
to
warm the soul.
Yeah.
Warm soul. Thank you for saying that.
Absolutely. Katie,
My
you're gonna have to dig in
soul is
because
warm.
I think we're
Yes,
running
my soul is warm.
long. So
Oh, sorry.
So I think we're gonna have to get in there.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap up here in just a couple of minutes.
This is amazing that you
really...
are doing the podcast at the same time you're taking
video.
pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, this is actually live stream on the Fox 26 Houston website, Facebook Live, YouTube.
It's like doing a radio and a television at the same time.
Well, that's COVID has changed a lot, even broadcasting. Oh, we got one more dish to take a look at very quickly.
Talking about healthy.
Yeah.
For the diabetic, we're doing a special sugar, the monk, advised by my doctor, Dr. Slayman.
Yeah.
No advertisement.
No advertisement at all.
I haven't received my endorsement yet.
Sure.
From Dr. Slayman.
Not yet.
Special sugar with monk sugar. So it's totally for diabetic.
Wow.
And again, you have star anise, you have ginger, you have lemongrass, you have so many ingredients in the broth.
Right.
So you have a healthy but lots of flavor.
Right. I love that.
Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna dig into
And again,
this
apology
meringue.
because the meringue it's a little bit hard, but that's what we were looking for. We want to cross, and you need a knife. So
yes.
we
You do need a knife.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Got it. All right.
Get in there, Katie. Tell me all about it.
I mean, I've already taken a little bite. And
Tell
it's
me all about it.
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, so we're open for dinner for now, and we will open very soon for lunch
Right.
and brunch.
Okay.
You know that.
Oh my goodness.
What do you think? Yeah. Are we winning?
Yes. Wow.
Fantastic.
Don't eat very much of
A
that.
little bit of chantilly.
It's so good. I mean, it is incredible. Wow.
You guys are eating. I apologize.
Holy cow.
We
know, right?
Wow.
And you're not even a sweet person.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Isn't it?
I usually don't do the dessert. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's unique.
I know, right?
It's so good. Well done, chef.
Oh,
Well
yes.
done.
I'm definitely
Chestnut
gonna
and
finish
whiskey in the mousse.
Chestnut and whiskey. Yes, sir.
All right. Well,
To be a
chef,
true French cowboy.
anything that you would like to share with our viewers to wrap up? Tell everybody where to make reservations or how to contact you guys.
I don't even know exactly the website, but
Well,
It's on the. It's on the.
Here we go.
Luckily, it's right there.
We've got a great producer.
but Chef Phillipe is not marketing very well his restaurant.
They're on
He
Instagram.
doesn't even know his website.
They're
This is
at-
very
there's the
early.
Instagram
Look at that.
right
Look at that.
there.
At PS20. I'm gonna
Fox
follow you right
26.
now.
Let's go.
We're on 2712
Let's
Richmond
go.
Avenue.
Yeah.
Boom. There it is. I'm gonna
Come
follow
on
you right
out
now.
here, and this is definitely, if you've never had French cuisine,
This is the place to
this is
start.
definitely for sure. This is the guy that you probably want to hit up to make. I mean, this is who my mother was taking me to as a
He's
kid.
back.
Yes, he's back for
The
sure.
return. I love it.
The French Cowboy.
From
All right.
love it.
came out of my hibernation.
Yes,
See,
we're
look at
very,
that.
we're very.
Look at that. I am now following
Ah,
you.
there we
officially.
go. You got the Ruben
We
Dominguez
are now
follow.
friends on the Instagram. I'm gonna have
So
another
I
piece of
would
this.
I would
This is
definitely
great.
recommend making reservations.
Oh, absolutely.
For sure.
Once
And-
people see this.
yeah, and also outside too. I would
Beautiful.
recommend
Beautiful patio.
requesting to sit outside.
Beautiful
is what
patio.
I'm saying because it's very beautiful.
Chef,
Yeah.
guys, wonderful to see you
Yes,
again.
it's so good to
It's been
see
too
you.
long.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
From the bottom of my heart.
wishing
Thank
you-
It's
wishing
great
you-
to have you.
Wishing you much success. I don't think
Yes.
you're going to need it when the word gets out. This place is going to be packed.
Yeah.
Katie's good to be back in the saddle.
Yeah,
Thank God. We've missed a couple of
know,
weeks.
I know.
Hopefully the foodies are as happy to see us. Guys, we're going to wrap it up. We are way over. We're sorry about that.
Well,
Check the YouTube
it
channel. Hit
happens.
the share button. Big shout out to Chef Phillipe, and we will see you next time.
See you guys next week. All right, I'm going for more
All right,
meringue.
get in there.
Grab some
Meringue.
group shots when she's done.